A rich man walked into a big party. Cameras flashed. People cheered. A poor old woman ran to him. "My son," she cried. He looked at her. The room went quiet. He told security, "Take her away." "I don't know her." She fell. The world watched. That moment destroyed everything. Subscribe for real-life stories. The hotel was full of light. Soft music played in the air. Big men laughed in fine suits. Women walked in shiny dresses. Cameras waited near the door. This was not a normal night. It was a night of power. Then Kola walked in. Tall, calm. Two guards walked beside him. People turned their heads. Some whispered his name. "That is him. The Golden Sun." Phones rose in the air. Flashes filled the room. Kola smiled once. Just once. He was here to close a big deal. A deal worth billions. His face was everywhere tonight. Then a voice broke the air. "Kola." The music slowed. People looked around. "Kola, my son!" An old woman pushed through the crowd. Her dress was old. Her shoes were torn. Dust still sat on her feet. She ran with weak legs. Her breath was heavy. "My son," she cried again. Laughter came from one corner. A glass dropped somewhere. Phones turned toward her. She smiled when she saw him. Her eyes were full of tears. "Kola," she said. "It is me." Kola stopped walking. His smile died. His body went stiff. He looked at her face, then at her clothes, then at the crowd. People waited. Silence grew thick. A man near the table whispered, "Who is she?" Another said, "She looks poor." Kola's heart beat fast. Too fast. This was not the plan. Not tonight. His partners stood nearby. Foreign faces. Cold eyes. A camera moved closer. The woman reached out her hand. She wanted to touch him. "My son," she said softly. "I found you." Kola stepped back. His eyes went hard. His voice changed. "I don't know this woman," he said. The words fell like stones. The room gasped. The old woman froze. Her hand stayed in the air. "Kola," she whispered. He raised his voice. "Security!" Two guards rushed in. "Take her away," he said. "She is lying." The guards grabbed her arms. "No," she cried. "My son, please." She struggled. Her legs shook. Phones recorded everything. No one stopped it. As they pulled her, she fell. Her body hit the floor. A dull sound followed. The room went dead silent. She looked up at him. Pain in her eyes. Shock in her face. "Kola," she said, "you have denied your own blood." Her voice was weak, but the words were heavy. The guards dragged her out. The doors closed behind her. Music slowly returned. Laughter tried to return. But something was broken. Kola stood still. His face showed no tears, only fear. He adjusted his suit. He turned to his partners. "Shall we continue?" he asked. The cameras kept rolling. Outside, the old woman cried alone. Inside, Kola smiled again. But his hands were shaking. And deep inside him, a door had opened. A door that would never close again.
I'm Cairo. Welcome to African Tales by Cairo. This story is emotional. Please subscribe.
The village was small and quiet. Red sand covered the ground. Mud houses stood close together. Goats walked freely on the road. This was where Kola came from. Years ago, Kola was just a boy. Thin arms, bare feet. He lived with his mother. Her name was Mama Ayo. Their house had one room. The roof leaked when rain fell. At night, cold air entered. Mama Ayo woke up before sunrise. She washed her face with cold water. She tied her wrapper tight. Every morning, she roasted corn. She also fried bananas. She sold them by the road. Cars passed with loud dust. Some people bought. Some people laughed at her. Mama Ayo never complained. She smiled at everyone. Kola followed her after school. He carried the basket. His hands were small. At school, Kola was smart. He loved books. He answered fast in class. Teachers praised him. They said he would go far, but other children mocked him. "Corn seller's son," they said. "Poor boy." They laughed at his torn uniform. They laughed at his old bag. Kola felt shame burn inside him. He stayed quiet, but his heart was angry. One day, he ran home crying. "I am tired," he said. "They laugh at me every day." Mama Ayo pulled him close. She wiped his tears. "My son," she said, "poverty is not a curse. A bad heart is the real curse." Her voice was calm. Her hands were rough. That night, they shared one bowl of food. She gave him more. She ate less. Kola noticed. He said nothing. Sometimes, people poorer than them came. Hungry faces. Weak voices. Mama Ayo still shared her food, even when they had little. Kola watched her. He did not understand it then. He wanted more. More than this life. At night, he studied by candlelight. His eyes hurt, but he did not stop. He heard his mother pray. She prayed softly. She prayed for him. Kola made a promise in his heart. "One day I will be rich," he thought. "Nobody will laugh at me again." He dreamed of big houses, clean clothes, respect, but he also felt fear. Fear of staying here forever. One evening, Mama Ayo fell sick. She still went to sell corn. Her legs shook. Kola begged her to rest. She smiled and said, "We must eat, my son." That night, rain fell hard. Water entered the house. They moved their few things. Kola sat in silence. His fists were tight. He looked at his mother. She was tired, but she still smiled at him. Something grew in his heart. Not love. Not kindness. Hunger for escape. He did not know the cost yet, but that small village, that red sand, and that poor hut were shaping a man who wanted to rise, no matter what he left behind, a man who would one day stand under bright lights and face his own past, a past he was already trying to forget. Kola's story has just begun. His biggest test is still ahead. Subscribe to see his truth unfold. The sun was hot that day. Dust filled the village road. People walked slow. Mama Ayo sat by the road. Her corn was ready. The smell filled the air. A big car stopped nearby. It looked strange in the village. Clean. Shiny. Smoke rose from the front. The engine was dead. A man stepped out. He wore fine clothes. Sweat ran down his face. People watched from far. No one came close. Mama Ayo stood up. She picked her water bowl. She walked to the man. "Please," she said, "drink some water." The man looked surprised. He took the bowl. He drank slowly. "Thank you," he said. She gave him food too. Roasted corn. Warm bananas. The man smiled. He reached for his pocket. "No," Mama Ayo said fast. "I don't sell kindness." The man paused. He studied her face. Then he saw Kola. The boy sat nearby. A book was open on his lap. "What is he reading?" the man asked. "School books," Mama Ayo replied. "He loves to learn." The man bent down. He spoke to Kola. "What class are you?" Kola answered with pride. "I am first in my class." The man laughed softly. He looked impressed. Later, the car was fixed, but the man did not rush away. He went to their hut. He spoke with Mama Ayo. "This boy is special," he said. "He should go far." Mama Ayo felt fear. Her hands shook. "What do you want?" she asked. "I want to help," he replied. "I will take him to the city. I will pay his school fees." Her eyes filled with tears. The city was far. Danger lived there. She looked at Kola. He was silent. In his heart, hope burned, bright and strong. That night, Mama Ayo did not sleep. She prayed. She cried. At dawn, she agreed. The day Kola left came fast. The whole village watched. Mama Ayo packed his small bag, 2 shirts, 1 pair of shoes. She tied a red thread around his wrist. "This will remind you," she said. "Remember where you came from?" Kola nodded. His throat was tight. The car started. Dust rose again. Mama Ayo waved. Her smile was brave. Kola watched the village fade. The red sand, the hut, his mother. His life was changing. The city welcomed him with noise. Tall buildings, bright lights. He entered the rich man's house. Big rooms, soft beds. For the first time, Kola felt small, but he also felt proud. "This is my chance," he thought. Days passed. School was hard. Life was fast. Mama Ayo called often. Kola answered less. The red thread stayed on his wrist, but he hid it under his sleeve. One night, he stared at it. He felt shame, not of the city, but of the village. And deep inside, a quiet thought grew. If I want this new life, I must forget the old one. The red thread stayed, but his heart was changing, slowly, quietly, and the price of that change was yet to come. Kola got his chance, but will he honor his roots? Subscribe to follow his journey. The city never slept. Cars moved all night. Lights stayed on. Kola woke up early, not to sell corn, not to fetch water. He woke up to soft beds, clean floors, quiet rooms. The rich man's house was big, too big for a village boy. At first, Kola felt lost. He walked slow. He spoke less. People spoke fast English. They laughed loud. They dressed sharp. Kola listened. He learned. School was different here. Classrooms were wide. Books were new. Teachers asked hard questions. Kola answered most. Students noticed him. "Where are you from?" they asked. Kola paused. He smiled. "From the city," he said. It was a small lie, but it felt heavy. At night, Mama Ayo called. Her voice was warm. "My son, are you eating well?" "Yes," Kola replied. "I am fine." He ended the call fast. The red thread stayed on his wrist. Bright, clear. Some boys noticed it. "What is that?" one asked. Kola laughed. "Just a village thing." He hid it under his sleeve. Weeks passed. Then months. Kola's accent changed. His walk changed. His smile changed. He sent money home, but less each time. Mama Ayo never complained. She thanked him always. Village friends called him. He stopped picking up. "Busy," he told himself. At school, people thought he was rich. They liked him more. They invited him out. Parties, restaurants. Kola felt important. One day, a friend found a photo. An old photo. Young Kola stood in red sand. Mama Ayo stood beside him. Corn basket on her head. The class laughed. "Is that your maid?" Someone joked. Kola's chest tightened. He forced a smile. "Yes," he said. "She worked for us long ago." The laughter grew louder. That night, Kola did not sleep. He stared at the ceiling. The photo burned in his mind. He took out his phone. He opened his gallery. Village photos, hut photos, his mother's smile. One by one, he deleted them. His hand shook, but he did not stop. When he finished, the phone felt light, but his heart felt heavy. Mama Ayo called again. This time, he did not answer. The red thread caught his eye. He tried to pull it off. It was tight. He sighed. He tucked it deeper under his sleeve. In the mirror, he saw a new boy. Clean clothes, sharp eyes. But something was missing. Kola told himself, "This is the price of success." Days turned into years. He grew smarter. He grew colder. The city gave him dreams, but it also took something. Quietly, far away, Mama Ayo watched the road. She waited for calls. She waited for visits. She still prayed for him. She did not know that her son was learning how to forget, and forgetting was becoming his new skill. Kola grew fast in the city, not in body, but in mind. Books became his friends. Numbers made sense to him. Ideas came easy. He studied late at night. He worked early in the day. At school, he stood out. At college, he shined. People noticed his sharp mind. After school, he joined a tech firm. Small office, big dreams. He worked harder than others. He spoke less. He watched more. A friend shared an idea with him. A strong idea. A new system. Kola smiled. He took notes. Later, he filed it alone. Under his own name. The friend never knew. Money came. Slow at first, then fast. Kola learned deals. He learned pressure. He learned power. He paid people to look away. He paid people to sign fast. Doors opened. A big contract landed. Then another. News wrote about him. Rising star. Golden sun. They said he came from a strong family. Kola read the lines. He did not correct them. He bought a big house. Then another. Cars filled his garage. Black. Shiny. Private jets waited for him. People bowed when he entered rooms. They laughed at his jokes. Kola liked it. Mama Ayo watched him on a small TV. The picture was not clear. She smiled. She wiped her eyes. "My son," she said. "God has done it." She still lived simple. Same hut. Same road. Kola sent money. Enough to live. But he never came. Calls grew short. "I am busy," he said. The red thread was gone now. Cut one quiet night. Kola looked at it once. Then dropped it in the trash. He told himself, "I have moved on." Years passed. Kola became very rich, billionaire rich. He stood on stages. Cameras loved him. He spoke about success, about hard work. He never spoke about his mother. One night, he stood alone. City lights below him. He felt empty. Just for a moment. Then his phone rang. Another deal. The feeling passed. Back in the village, Mama Ayo fell sick. She still smiled. She still prayed. She kept one photo. Kola as a boy. She touched it often. Kola will come, she told people. He is just busy. But deep inside, she felt fear. She did not call him anymore. She did not want to disturb his new world. Kola's name grew bigger. His heart grew harder. He had everything, except the one thing that once gave him strength. And the higher he rose, the more he hid the truth. A truth waiting for the right moment to return. Kola has it all now. But what is the cost? Subscribe to see what comes next. The city gate was tall and wide. Iron bars shined in the sun. Guards stood alert. Mama Ayo stood outside. Her dress was faded. Her bag was small. She had traveled all night. Bus to bus. Road to road. Her legs hurt. But her heart was full. She wanted to see her son. She stood at the gate for hours. People passed and stared. Who is she? Someone asked. She looks lost. Another said. The guards watched her with cold eyes. Mama Ayo smiled at them. I am here to see my son, she said. They did not reply. The sun moved high. Her head felt light. Still, she waited. At last, a black car arrived. It stopped near the gate. Kola stepped out. Fine suit, dark glasses. Mama Ayo saw him. Her face lit up. Kola, she cried. She rushed forward. Her arms opened wide. Kola froze. People were watching. Drivers slowed down. Mama Ayo tried to hug him. He stepped back. His smile was tight. Why are you here? He asked. His voice was low. I missed you, she said. I came to see you. She touched his arm. Kola pulled away. Not here, he said. People can see. Her smile faded. She looked at his clothes, his watch, his car. I am proud of you, she said. Kola did not answer. He looked around again. Neighbors watched from balconies. Guards waited for his signal. Kola reached into his pocket. He pulled out an envelope. He pushed it into her hand. Take this, he said. Go home. Mama Ayo stared at the money. I did not come for this, she said. He sighed. You should not come here dressed like this, he said. You make things hard. Her eyes filled with tears. I am your mother, she whispered. Kola turned to the guard. Next time, he said. Don't let her wait at the gate. The words cut deep. Mama Ayo stepped back. Her chest hurt. She held it tight. She tried to speak. No sound came. Kola got back into his car. The door closed fast. The car drove away. Mama Ayo stood still. Dust covered her feet. The envelope fell from her hand. She bent slowly to pick it up. People looked away. She walked down the road alone. Each step was heavy. That night, she slept on a bench. She held her bag close. In the morning, she took a bus back. She did not cry loud. Her tears stayed inside. Back in the village, she sat under her tree. She touched her chest often. She still prayed for Kola. In the city, Kola stood before a mirror. He fixed his tie. For a moment, his hands shook. He remembered her eyes. Then his phone rang. Work called. He answered fast. The memory faded, but something had changed. A line had been crossed. What he did in private would one day return in public. And when it did, there would be no gate to hide behind. The hotel shined brighter than before. Lights hung from the ceiling. Music flowed soft and slow. This night was special, very special. Kola stood near the front. He wore a sharp suit. His smile was ready. Big men stood around him. Foreign partners. Clean faces. Cameras waited again. This deal would change everything. It was worth billions. His team stood close. They whispered fast. No mistakes tonight, one said. No drama. Another warned. Kola nodded. Outside, Mama Ayo arrived. Her body was weak. Her clothes were old. She had borrowed money to come. She heard the news on TV. They said my son will be there, she told the driver. Her heart beat fast. She walked into the hotel slowly. Her eyes searched the room. Then she saw him. Kola, she called. The sound cut the air. Heads turned. Music paused. She walked faster. My son, she cried. Kola heard the voice. His heart jumped. Not now, he thought. Not here. His partners stared. Cameras turned. Mama Ayo reached him. Her face was tired, but full of love. I found you, she said. Kola stepped back. Fear filled his eyes. People were watching. Phones were up. A partner whispered, "Who is she?" Another frowned. Kola felt heat on his skin. This deal mattered more than feelings. That was his rule now. Mama Ayo reached for him. "My son," she said. Something broke inside him. But pride stood stronger. He raised his voice. "Security," the room gasped. "Take this woman away. She is lying." Mama Ayo froze. "Kola?" she whispered. Guards rushed in. They grabbed her arms. "No," she cried. "Please." She lost her balance. She fell hard. Phones recorded everything. She looked up at him. Tears ran down her face. "You chose the world," she said, "and denied your blood." The guards dragged her out. The doors closed. Silence stayed behind. Kola fixed his jacket. His hands shook. He forced a smile. "I am sorry for that," he said. "Shall we continue?" The partners nodded, but their eyes were cold. The deal was signed. Applause followed, but it felt empty. Outside, Mama Ayo sat on the ground. Her body ached. Her heart hurt more. Inside, Kola raised a glass. People cheered, but cameras kept rolling. The video had already spread. Kola thought he had won. He thought he had saved his image. He did not know that the world was watching, and this time, the truth would speak louder than his money. Morning came fast, but peace did not come. Phones buzzed everywhere. Messages flew like fire. The video was online. Everywhere. People watched it again and again. The rich man. The poor woman. "She looks like him," someone said. Others laughed, but many felt pain. Comments grew fast. "How can a son do this? That is his mother." A young blogger saw the clip. He watched closely. Many times. Something felt wrong. He paused the video. He zoomed in. The eyes matched. The face lines matched. "This is not a lie," he said. He started digging. Old school photos came out. A boy in red sand. A woman beside him. Mama Ayo. Village people spoke. "Yes," one said. "She sold corn. She raised him alone." Another added. Screens filled with proof. Old friends talked. "He begged us for help once." One message showed. Another message leaked. Kola asking for school fees. Kola saying, "My mother is sick." The internet went silent, then loud again. The story had a name now. Billionaire denies his poor mother. It trended fast. News channels picked it up. Morning shows. Evening shows. His photo stayed on screens. Kola woke up late. His phone had many missed calls. His team stood at his door. "We have a problem," one said. Sponsors paused deals. Emails came in. "Under review." Temporary hold. The big contract froze. Kola laughed at first. "This will pass," he said. But it did not. A brand dropped him. Then another. A bank asked questions. Old files opened. His past deals came up. Dark corners. Hidden moves. Kola felt the ground shake. He called his lawyer. Then another. No calm answers came. Outside his house, reporters gathered. They shouted questions. "Is that your mother? Why did you deny her?" Kola closed the curtains. For the first time, he felt small again. Back in the village, Mama Ayo heard the news. A neighbor showed her the phone. She watched the clip. Slowly. She did not shout. She did not cry loud. She closed her eyes. "My son," she whispered. Reporters came soon. They found her under the tree. They asked questions. She spoke soft, but clear. "I did not come to beg," she said. "I came to bless him." People cried watching her. The video spread again, but this time, with her voice. In the city, Kola watched that clip alone. His hands shook. The world had chosen a side, and it was not his. The lie was broken. The truth stood tall, and something worse was coming. Something money could not stop. Mama Ayo sat under the old tree, the same tree as before. Its shade was weak. Her eyes were red, not from crying loud, from many quiet tears. Reporters stood around her. Cameras pointed close. They asked softly, "Is he your son?" She nodded once. "Yes," she said. Her voice was calm, but tired. They asked her to speak, to tell her story. She looked at the ground, then at the sky. "I gave birth to him here," she said. "In this village." She spoke of hunger, of long nights, of walking miles to sell corn. I carried him on my back, she said, when he was small. People listening grew silent. She spoke of his school days, of his dreams, of his fear of poverty. I prayed for him every night, she said. Her hands shook. I was proud when he left, she added. I thought God answered me. She paused. I did not come to the hotel to ask for money, she said. Her voice broke a little. I came to bless him. Those words cut deep. People watching online cried. Comments stopped. Mama Ayo wiped her face. I never wanted to shame him, she said. I wanted to hold him. A long silence followed. Then she spoke again. But he chose the world, she said. Over his own blood. Pain showed now. Real pain. She took a deep breath. If my love is not enough, she said slowly, may his riches never give him peace. The words fell heavy. Some called it a curse. Some called it pain speaking. The clip spread fast, faster than before. People shared it with tears. Brands reacted fast. We do not support this, one statement said. Another deal ended. Banks froze accounts. Officials reopened old files. Kola watched it all. His house felt empty. His phone stayed silent. Friends were gone. Partners vanished. He sat alone in a dark room. The city lights outside did not shine for him now. For the first time, money gave no comfort. Back in the village, Mama Ayo fell ill. Her body grew weak. Neighbors helped her. They fed her. She smiled still. My son will be fine, she said. She did not hate him. She only felt tired. Her words stayed in the air, not as anger, but as truth, a truth that had started to touch everything Kola owned. And soon, it would touch his soul too. Months passed slowly. The noise online faded, but Kola's fall continued. One deal collapsed. Then another one followed. A business partner sued him. Another spoke to the media. Old emails came out. Old lies were exposed. Banks froze his accounts. His cards stopped working. Security guards left. Cars were taken away. Big houses were locked. Kola watched everything fall. Day by day. His phone stopped ringing. Friends vanished. The city that once praised him now ignored him. Kola lost weight. His face looked tired. He stayed alone in a dark room. Money could not help him now. One morning, he packed a small bag. No guards. No driver. He took a bus. The road felt long. Dust covered the windows. As the bus moved, memories returned. Red sand. A small hut. A woman selling corn. The village appeared at sunset. Nothing had changed. People saw him walk in. They whispered softly. Some felt pity. Some felt anger. Kola walked to the old hut. His heart beat fast. The door was closed. Fresh palm leaves lay outside. A white cloth hung near the door. His legs gave way. A village woman stepped closer. You came late, she said gently. Mama Ayo is gone. The words broke him. She died quietly. The woman added. She kept your name on her lips. Kola fell to the ground. His cry shook the air. He entered the hut. It was empty, cold. One mat lay on the floor. One stool near the wall. Near the mat, a folded letter rested. His name was written on it. With shaking hands, he opened it. My son. The letter read, I forgive you. I never stopped loving you. I pray you find peace. Kola sobbed like a child. All the money, all the fame, meant nothing now. Days passed. He stayed in the village. He helped fix roofs. He carried water. At night, he sat alone under the tree. He remembered her prayers, her words. Too late. People slowly accepted him, but his heart stayed heavy. He learned a truth. No school taught him. You can escape poverty, but you cannot escape your roots. You can deny people, but truth will wait for you. Money can buy silence, but not peace. Riches can dress the body. Only love can heal the soul. Never reject the hand that raised you. Because when everything falls, that hand is the one you need. If this story touched your heart, subscribe for more real-life stories.